eu chorei, eu nunca pude imaginar que isso fosse acontecer. E numa bola de cristal vi o futuro transformar, e o que era bom ficou legal. Passarinho da montanha, quando chegar, voou.
Well, I know, mate, but some people just like that. I know, some people are. You can't help it. There's nothing you can really do. I know you don't understand because you are always hungry, but some people just get really angry when they're hungry. I know. They just get stressed. It's called hangry. It's called hangry. Some people are just grumpy. Until you feed them, then they're fine. Well, hopefully you can hear me over Bentley's panting. We haven't had the best of luck with trying out various different amazing camping gadgets. Candy floss machine, well, that caught fire. What's the worst that could happen? Fire. The hot chocolate maker and mulled wine maker. Yeah, they've not been the greatest products. However, I think this time I have actually found the ultimate camping gadget. Check out this. That's right, this is a breakfast muffin maker. Toasty, tasty and fast. Now the reason I bought this is because Lizzie hasn't had breakfast yet and she's pretty hangry.
It's nearly midday.
What's up?
It's nearly midday and I haven't had breakfast or lunch or anything.
Whose fault is that?
The kids.
You've had breakfast, haven't you? You've had breakfast? So this is it. This is the breakfast muffin maker, again from B&M, so it's a wow £25. Absolute bargain. What's it say about it? On the box it says it's heat and eat, like a lot of these things are. Easy clean, non-stick cooking plates. Dishwasher safe, detachable plates. You can use different fillings to make tasty snacks.
Right, I'm not being funny, Sean.
With a little star on it.
Sean, I'm not being funny.
We're getting into it.
Well, no, I'm just thinking, could I not have gone to McDonald's?
Other fast food chains are available. Instructions. These are usually pretty good. Do not overfill your muffin maker. Do not leave the muffin maker unattended.
What have you spotted, Bentley?
Have you seen where we are? What a cracking view. Back at Leon Solent. Let's have a look what comes in the box. Polystyrene.
Because this is what upsets Sean and me greatly.
Waste.
What a waste of plastic and completely pointless.
Ooh, this is nice and compact, isn't it? Perfect size for camping. Are you more optimistic about this than you was the hot chocolate maker?
I'll be honest, Sean, I'm so angry I can't think of any sort of optimism. I'm really hungry.
Look at this, what a contraption. Oh, this looks... You probably should wash it before use, but obviously we're not going to do that.
Did it just make one at a time?
Well, yeah, it'd be enormous if it made like 3 or 4, wouldn't it?
That's how hungry I am.
We need to get our ingredients. First of all, some spray. Second of all, some cheese, some breakfast muffins, and then the other stuff is in the fridge, which isn't actually on. Butter, eggs. Hang on, don't shut that. You need the important bit. The round sausage. Right, need to look at the instructions. Getting started. Remove the appliance from the box. Tick. Remove any packaging from the appliance. Tick. Place the packaging inside the box and store for future reference. Clean the plastic exterior with a soft damp cloth. Yeah, we're not doing that either. Okay, it's... Oh, I thought it just started with step 4. That was weird. Step 1. Place the appliance on a flat, stable, heat-resistant surface. Yeah, it's kind of heat-resistant, I think. Lightly spray oil the non-stick cooking surfaces and plug into the main supply. Right, spray a bit of this on. I presume that's a cooking surface. And it says plug it into the mains. However, for this appliance, we are using the Goliath. This is the Bluetti AC200L. A whopping 2048 watt hours and a huge 2400 watts of power output, which will be plenty for this little thing. Right, let's power it on. 50% battery, that should be plenty. Got 4 3-pin plugs,
that are powered through the inverter. So like I say, up to 2,400 watts. Pure sine wave inverter, so plenty of power there. And then you've got a DC output, so you've got a USB-C, 100 watts of power there. Two USB-A's, which I've just turned on by mistake. They're just sort of 5 volt, 3 amp outputs. And then another USB-C, again with 100 watts. You've got a DC output here. So that's just like your cigarette lighter, 12 volt socket. And then that's actually a 48 volt, 8 amp output. That requires a special plug. Yeah, used for, well, I don't really know what that's used for. I'll find out and get back to you.
Not muffin making.
No, not muffin making. Right, what you do, obviously you can see it's turned on. You've got a lovely big display. Then you turn on the AC side, which is what we've done there. That is now powered on, and it's already working. It's already heating up. That might not have been step 2. Step 3 even. The green, oh, it does say to turn on. So it turned on. The green ready indicator light will illuminate once the appliance is ready to use. Use of suitable heat-resistant oven gloves is recommended. Well, they're in the house at home.
I don't think we have any oven gloves on board because we don't have an oven.
No. And it's actually illegal to have oven gloves when you don't have an oven. Note, during use the red power indicator light will stay on and the green temperature indicator light will cycle on and off periodically. Step 4, place bread base into the first ring. Right, let's have a look how much power we're using. 600 watts. So we can muffin make for 1.6 hours with half a battery.
So depending on how long one muffin takes to make will be based on how many muffins we can make.
You're not wrong there. You are not wrong there. And that is always the case. So yeah, obviously 3 hours.
This definitely smells like burning.
3 hours of muffin making. If you've got a full battery. It's quite a lot of muffin making. I don't know if these muffins are pre-sliced or not. I'm having the first one, yeah?
No.
You know the first one is always going to be terrible.
I'm so hungry I don't care.
Is it green yet? It's green. No, it's not. It's red. It's red.
Well, it said it will periodically come
Well,
on.
exactly. How do I know?
I don't know. I don't know. I would say because it's sizzling away.
Step 4. Place bread into the first ring. Bread base. Which one was the base?
I think the one in your right hand was the base.
Base in the place, London. Now, a really important thing. Choice of meat must be pre-cooked. You can't cook your meat in here. Right, it's really looking really hot. Let's just do it, shall we? It's on. Then, I did pre-cook my meat. That's so funny.
God, that's an actual quarter pounder.
It's sausage meat.
Oh my god. That's enormous. That goes way above the shelf. Look at that.
Yep. That could be a problem.
Oh god.
Step 5. Place the rotating plate and top ring down as far as it will go to prevent the egg leaking.
Oh, this is where it's going to go wrong.
Oh, that's hot.
Where are your oven gloves?
I don't think the egg's going to stay there, is it? Should I shut it and just try and push it down a bit?
Yeah, like squash the meat a bit. Yeah, that's all right. You're going to have to hold that like that, I think.
That's fine, I can
when
do
you've
that.
got the egg in there.
Right. Egg time. Now, I'm a little bit concerned.
Oh, you're rubbish at eggs.
Shall I crack it into a bowl first?
Yes. I don't want this to be like a half-done egg that I get at work. This has got to be like...
God.
Oh, God, you've actually...
Right. See? Not with enough... Oh, no. Look, there's a bit of a shell. Got it, though. Got it. Should have had a bin out. That's for sure.
I don't even think we... Have we got a bin on board? Yeah, we probably do.
Right. Should we tip it in? Yeah, we've got to do it pretty quick, 'cause I bet the base is probably... Oh, God, this is...
That already doesn't look hot enough.
Let's just try and level it out a bit.
Right, okay.
Step 6. Place the top top of the... Oh, I think I should do this now. I need to put the top on already.
No, I don't think you do. Surely not. Because the egg will just go everywhere.
It just says crack your egg onto the cooking plate. Place the top of the bread on the top of the egg. It doesn't say to...
Are you sure you're doing this right?
And then close the lid and cook for 4 to 5 minutes. I think you do. Or they're just going to sink through.
I don't think muffins sink through eggs, but I don't know.
I didn't do that lesson at school in physics.
In home
Well, you reckon I should
physics.
just put it on? Should I put it on?
What
It's
did the
on.
instructors say?
Instructor?
Sorry. That's
And
the
then
instructor.
4 to 5 minutes. It's 1:15 now. Expect a nice hot muffin by 20 past. What's the battery bank doing? 47%, still 600 watts.
How many hours are left? 1.5
1.5 hours.
So-
Ages of muffin making.
So we've got 4 to 5 minutes left.
So do you know what? So
And I think we've
it's-
probably done it for 5 minutes already. So let's say 10 minutes a muffin. So you could make 15 muffins. No, that's
Well,
not right.
What's interesting is it's a 2,400 watt output. This muffin maker draws 600 watts. 600 times by 4 is 2,400. Therefore, you've also got 4 plugs. This was made for muffin making. This is the ultimate muffin making power bank. What a beast. So you could plug all 4 in, 100 quid for 4 muffin makers, and you could start a muffin making business.
And in an hour and a half, so that's 50% battery, you can make 9 muffins. Because it's 10 minutes a muffin, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
So, but it won't be, you can't put all 4 muffin makers on at the same time.
Why can't you?
Well, you could, but,
But it won't,
it won't last as long. Yeah,
it won't
but
be.
you'll be making muffins really fast, so you'll basically be McDonald's. This is going to be like the longest 4 to 5 minutes of my life waiting for this food. And I just don't think it's going to be ready after 4 to 5 minutes. I don't know what makes me think that.
So, if you can hear me over the steam train next to me, that 48 volt 8 amp power output is actually it's more for an American market really. It's an RV port. We don't use them in this country. But having said that, we have just been away to Riyadh, and we went to the Festival of Speed, and in both of those trips we were completely off grid. You know, we had no power, we couldn't plug in, and it was really sunny, so we had a lot of solar coming into the van. However, we had Starlink plugged in, which we'll do a video about that at a later date, but it does draw a decent amount of power. So we were finding that our battery was depleting relatively quickly during the day because we were around the van quite a lot. We couldn't really get enough solar to get it fully topped up all the time, and I was getting a bit concerned that we were running out of battery. We took this with us, and the beauty of it was we charged up to 100% before we went, and then we just plugged it into the electrical hookup on the side of the van and just charged the whole van back up again using this, and it was absolutely ideal. You know, it's perfect for that. It's quite a big lump, there's no question about it. It's much bigger than much heavier than the ones that we previously tested. So you've got to find that compromise. You've got to decide whether you want tons and tons of power, but obviously the compromise is it's a little bit heavy, or you have less power but it's a bit more portable. It was really, really good for that application. We didn't have to take it far. I just plugged it in whilst it was sat at the back of the van, so it's perfect for that. However, if you were going to go down to the beach with a huge, although this would be incredible, a huge muffin making operation, you'd take it, you might need a couple of you to carry it down there. It's pretty heavy.
Or one of those wheelie things.
Or a wheelie thing.
Is it ready yet?
Not yet. No, it's nearly 20 past. Oh, it is 20 past. But
Do you
just
dare open
before we have a quick look, it's a lithium iron phosphate battery technology, which is, you know, the better of the various options out there, and it's also rated for up to 3,000 cycles. So that is a lot of muffin making. 3,000 cycles of battery. That's what do we work out?
So it was 9 muffins for 50% battery. So 18 muffins for 100.
Times by 3,000. What's 18 times by 3,000? 10 is 30,000. So it's nearly 60,000 muffins.
So you could run a McDonald's for a week on.
Yeah. Problem is if people want double, I think it's time.
This better be good, Sean.
I've not put cheese on it because it wasn't in the instructions.
Oh no, but we can add that, I think. Well, you have to do some jiggery pokery to get it to all work now, don't you?
Yeah. Should we have a look? You ready?
Ready.
Oh!
Well, that's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Do you reckon it's
But
ready
he
then?
stood up. That's how excited he is. Hello.
Hello!
We're just so famous we can't even have a muffin in peace.
Spotted by... They live not far from us.
Yeah,
so
we
it's
do
really
actually
nice to
know
see
them, yeah.
Right, I don't think we're going to get your cheese on. I don't know how we'd do that.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Well, if you slide it in,
Don't be
if
so
you lift
ridiculous.
this layer up and put the cheese
you
on.
might be right. I'll take it back. Although I think that's just going to make a right mess of the...
Well, don't put it back down. Oh.
And
And then just slide it out before you put the plate back down. I have to do all the thinking for you, and I'm the one who's hangry.
Pop it straight
Just
on.
Take your time. Yeah. And then we need to just... Hang on, you take it. And it says, like, slide it round, doesn't it?
No, not yet.
Why not?
Oh, you're just doing it straight... You're not letting the cheese warm up then?
It'll warm up once it's... Look at that!
Aww.
And then you lift up this plate.
Just be careful, don't burn your fingers.
Oh, goodness me.
Look at that, though.
I don't know how to get it off.
You need oven gloves.
Ow.
Yeah! That looks alright. That looks alright.
That
What,
egg
you're
is
gonna lose your lid?
basically a part of this now.
Yeah.
Look,
That's a bit weird.
it's really hot.
Let's make another one. I want one. Don't need the instructions anymore. Oh, that was good. That was a good egg crack. Muffin on at 1/2 Muffin ready. 25
See, that was quicker than 10 minutes, so you could actually make more than 16,000 or 60,000. Okay, do you want the honest truth?
Yes.
It's actually amazing.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's actually...
Do we have a winner?
It's actually amazing.
Look at that.
Like,
That
I
smile's
thought-
just appeared from that grumpy face.
I thought that this was going to be another con, and I was like, well, all you need is to just make an egg in the van. But the mixture of the muffins being like toasted and crunchy, and everything being really hot and just yummy, it is worth it. Like,
Really?
it's actually worth it.
Is it going to have a permanent fixture in the van?
I actually think it might.
Wow.
He's not even joking. Like, that is. I just don't want to admit it.
Oh.
It's so good.
Oh, I'm quite excited about
It's
it.
better than McDonald's.
No.
Yes.
No. Really?
Yeah.
Well, there's no better accolade than that, is there? So there's a few different ways you can charge up the AC200L, and there's a few of the ports are on the side there. So you've got your AC input, so that's where you just plug it into the mains, and it can charge at a rate of 2,400 watts. So basically, it'll charge it up in, less than an hour, really, really quickly. So that's great. Also, you can charge it up via solar, and it'll charge at a rate of 1,200 watt maximum via solar, but that's really quick. So you need some quite beastie solar panels to charge it that quickly. But the beauty of it is you can use AC in conjunction with solar, so just to top up that power up to 2,400 watts. So using a little bit less from the grid, more from the solar, and charge up nice and quickly. You can also charge them up, like most of these, you can charge them up from the cigarette lighter in the van as well whilst you're driving along. So like free power as you're driving along, that's really cool. And also, if you stick to the Bluetti ecosystem, you can also get additional external batteries that attach to the side and just increase that capacity more and more. If you wanted to run your whole van via this method without even having a leisure battery, one of these, maybe with an additional battery plugged into the side, and what a beastie setup you'd have. You'd easily be able to power a van for a good amount of time that way.
Are you going to put cheese on it?
Yeah.
Have you paid your cheese tax?
No, not yet.
Because the mayor of Cheesetown does come and collect the cheese taxes himself. So
Always wash your hands when you fed a dog. Stay on there. See why you'd need oven gloves. Oh no, dropped it. Oh, that's quite good. That's what they do in like an M&S advert though.
Right, you've got to try it now.
Right,
You've
I'll
got to
turn
see
this
what the
off,
hype's
shall I?
about.
Let it cool down.
Only because we've run out of patties.
I know. Yeah, well, you wanted another one, didn't you?
I would smash that one there.
You're not having it, it's mine.
Do you see what I mean? So are we keeping it on board?
Yeah. So you're a bit less hangry now?
A bit, yeah. I mean, I could have done with a second if you'd made more sausage patties, or at least split them in half, because it didn't need to be like the quarter pounder that it was. However, it was amazing. So, but something I do want to say, obviously that is now staying in the van forever and in the house, so we're always going to be using that. But you can't go through drive-throughs in this van, so that is actually quite useful if you want to make a McMuffin. Other muffin brands are available.
Are they? Are they really?
I don't
No,
think so.
there's
There's
no
only
other
really the
muffin.
McMuffin, isn't there? It's amazing. But so I've been converted twice now. So we've done other power bank videos and we have used them a lot, especially over this last year where we've been at campsites which don't have plugins. And it is so useful to have it as a backup, and it's so useful because, you know, with the kids and everything, we do have a lot of equipment that we need charging. We've got camera equipment, but you know, just day-to-day life, especially with kids, we do have a lot of stuff that needs to be run by power, not just phones but iPads to watch stuff in the evening. You know, there's tons of stuff, so having that backup is genuinely so useful. And I'm completely converted by them. You know, if you've got a generator or whatever, they're so noisy. These are completely quiet, you can keep them indoors. You know, you don't obviously have to have them on all the time. And I know that generators do annoy people on campsites quite a lot of the time as well. So it's really useful to have something like this on board as a backup or as your primary source of electricity. So I am converted on both fronts with both the Muffin Maker and power banks. But this one is a beast.
Well, there we have it. Another fantastic, successful gadget for the van. This one actually was successful for once. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that video. Please hit that thumbs up button if you have, and consider subscribing as well. There's all sorts of videos yet to come, and we shall see you in the next video. Cheers.
Quando você sorriu, chorei. Eu nunca pude imaginar que isso fosse acontecer. E numa bola de cristal vi o futuro.